Oh, what did I? I can't agree with the small print on that one. Anyhow, welcome to the Spiritual Bear Review. I'm here with PA Brews News.
Or Brew News. Either or.
I always put an S in that.
Brews News. Brews News. Modelo's.
Mexican beer, Modelo.
Mm-hmm. And I'm doing here a caramel espresso porter by Flying Fish from New Jersey.
And your beer gets a 92 by Beer Advocate. It's considered American Porter, 7.5% ABV.
Okay.
And mine is a great Mexican-American adjunct lager, 67 on Beer Advocate, 4.4% ABV.
I've had this. Full disclosure, I've had this. My girl and I were in Gettysburg. We picked up a 4-pack of this. I've had this beer for a while now because we didn't like it. So this 90-something out of fucking 10 stuff is for the birds. I'll tell you that right now. But I let it age for a while, and we'll see what we got going on here.
Yeah. Is it? So it's a porter, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a porter. It was just so adjunct, disgustingly heavy, where it's like it wasn't adjunct, it was fake extract adjunct heavy. That was just disgusting.
Now, did you go up in the Eisenhower Tower in Gettysburg?
No, we did not go to the Eisenhower Estate when we were in Gettysburg. We usually go. I usually take my kids, so we go around town. We hit the sweet shops, the arcades, that kind of thing, like stuff like that. We did go up on one of the looking towers, which was really cool. It wasn't the Eisenhower Tower, but it was one of the fire tower overlooks that we enjoyed. So, my girl's really afraid of heights, but we're working on stuff like that.
Yeah, I hate heights. Yeah. Eisenhower, matter of fact, I don't know if you lived here in the Augusta, Georgia area, but they're changing the name of Fort Gordon to Fort Eisenhower eventually. You know, the woke thing, they got to change all the.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know if Fort Gordon, if it's named after General Gordon or whoever, but apparently he was a slave owner or whatever.
Everyone was back then. I mean, like, come on. I mean, I can't say that word everyone was, but at the same time, like, if you really thought about Washington did, like, come on.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just me. I'm sorry. Don't change history. Don't erase history because you need to learn from history.
Right.
And that's what all these retards keep doing over and over again is they erase things and then they make the same mistakes.
And most people don't even know Fort Bragg, Fort all these different army bases. Apparently they were Confederate generals, whatever, Southerners that owned slaves. So now they're all changed. But I never knew Bragg and all these different ones were. Anyhow.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that they owned people that were bought by other places that didn't like them and were going to kill them otherwise. Sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If it was known that they're abusive, if it came out and said whoever the hell Gordon was, I don't know who the hell he was, but it came out and said he massacred his own slaves and did this to them and did this.
He sounds like he was a piece of shit.
That guy was evil. Let's change the name.
Sound like he was a piece of shit.
You prove me otherwise, I don't see a reason to change.
Yeah. He did that. That guy did sound like a piece of human garbage. So there you go. So cheers.
Cheers.
Man, it is just it's heavy on the adjuncts.
Yeah, this smells like Mexican cardboard.
Here's the kicker, though. You're getting your whole sinuses abrasive, abused, like a General Gordon up your nose or whatever, getting abused, and then you taste it, and there's dick all. It's just watery, metallic shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's garbage. It's a garbage beer. Fuck you and your 90 whatever out of 100. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, it's thin. It's metallic. There's a soft roast. There's this weird adjunct burn of like burnt popcorn in the back coming through it. It's not a nice beer. It wasn't a nice beer when I had it 6 months ago. It sure as fuck isn't nice now.
Now, Modelo is more of American adjunct. I mean, they're all American adjunct lagers, but this one is more of American stuff compared to Corona or Dos Equis. It's not the beer you can put a lime in and make it taste better. It tastes like more of almost tastes like a malt liquor.
Right.
It's not too bad for a Mexican beer. I lost your picture. I see PA Brew News.
No, you're good. I just did. It's. I tried to pour it, and it's so damn carbonated that it went all over my kitchen table. So I'd like to kind of try to clean it up a little bit.
Oh shit! You should put that in camera. That'd be instant views.
No. I did have one where, if you watch one of my beers from Lavery Brewing Company, it was a smoked porter. I actually did it twice to make sure that it wasn't the beer. I thought, well, maybe it was too warm. Maybe it was shook up. Maybe this, maybe that, right? So I put it in my refrigerator, and I chilled it down and everything. And I opened it up, and it still exploded everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So that definitely wasn't my fault the second time. So, but
I've had that a couple times. One time,
the flavor in the back of this palate. I don't know if you've ever had it. I'm sure you have. It is okay. What's that stuff called? Where the encoder rings on the bottom or the secret message? That popcorn, Jiffy Pop or whatever that with the caramel in it.
Yeah.
It used to come in the little boxes, and it had like the little secret thing in it. It has this burnt flavor of that in the background.
Huh. So
Trying to remember what that thing's called.
So does it affect your ovula or dangler thing back there, like his back there?
No, it's all in front of the palate. It's everything's in the front. Everything's just here. Okay. It's not in the back of the palate. So everything is just abrasive in the front. It's all just that front bit, that front 1/3 of your palate and in your nostrils. But I'm trying to remember what that crap was called in the little boxes.
It wasn't Jiffy Pop.
No, it's not Jiffy. That was the stuff you put on the
yeah, it came in a tin foil like round thing.
Yeah, you put that on. But it was some kind of caramelized popcorn stuff. And it always had like a secret code or encoder ring in it and stuff like that growing up. But
okay, that shit you can't remember. You remember it, but you can't get the name. Or you can't remember.
Exactly. But this is not a good beer at all. This is not a good beer.
I had a girl write me on Facebook the other day. I was on a date in Augusta, and I took a picture of where I was originally from in New York. Elmira fire hydrants. Elmira, New York. I took a picture of Augusta. I said, "Oh, Elmira, New York, Augusta." You know, my Elmira group I'm in, and this girl saw it, and she said she remembers me. And she goes, "Yeah, you knew this person, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was my brother's friend." And she goes, "Yeah, I remember you. I don't remember her at all." I was like, "This is why my brother passed away in 2011." I was like, "I miss him so much and he was the one that remembered everything." I was like, one time this girl added me on Facebook, and she said, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "Who the hell's this bitch?" And he's like, "Oh, he used to live like 2 blocks away from us." I was like, "Oh, I don't remember. I don't know how the hell he remembered everything." I was like, I'm like the Joe Biden of the family, though.
Right? Do you mumble intelligently a lot too?
Sometimes, especially when I drink or I'm tired. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that we can do right now is yeah. Good. Let's get on that. Yeah, but it reminds me of that flavor of basically overly burnt caramel popcorn.
Now this is typical adjunct lager, a little bit more robust than say a Bud Light or Miller Lite. And what's the ABV on this? Is it's not real high, 4.4. It tastes stronger than a 4.4. I would almost say, wow, this is a 4.8 or 5 or something.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. It's one of my favorite. I don't like Mexican beers at all, but out of the Mexican beers, I'd say
there is a brewing company that I've always wanted to check out from there called essentially it's translated as Good Fucking Brewery. That's the translation. And apparently they don't do the standard Mexican like light lagers. They do imperial stouts and all these kind of crazy beers.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Yeah. I don't like Dos Equis I used to like when I was younger, but I can't stand it anymore. It tastes really horrible.
I always was it is Modelo Dark is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Modelo Dark. Yeah, that's pretty good. This ain't too bad. I'd like it better. There's sometimes we used to get it in the 24-ounce cans. It tastes a lot better than these 12-ounce cans for some reason. Maybe this is older. I don't know.
Look on your internets if you have it there about what the hell that thing is. Kids' favorite kids' treat from the 70s that come with an encoder ring. I can't remember it. It's something. And the mind is playing tricks on me. It had little box, little long rectangular box, and it had basically just
right.
Yeah. What would it be called? It wasn't Divvy Pop.
Decoder ring from the 70s.
Yeah, it comes with like an encoder ring and stuff like that. It would just be like that special prize in the bottom of your box.
Decoder. Check it.
I'm just trying to remember. And it's not drink more Ovaltine. It's not like fucking Christmas Story.
It wasn't Captain Midnight, was it?
Mm-mm. No. It was just a treat that always had a surprise in the box.
Captain Crunch had a decoder ring.
Yeah, I know that. But I mean, like, it was a kid's treat that had a surprise. Now, maybe it wasn't a decoder ring, but there was always a surprise in the box. And I'm trying to think what it would come.
Not Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jacks. That's it. There you go.
Was it Cracker Jack? Okay.
Yeah, Cracker Jack. Yeah. It tastes like burnt Cracker Jacks.
Do you know the Cracker Jack song?
No.
The baseball song?
Nope.
Take me out to the ball.
Yeah. Take me out to the crowd.
Out to the bar. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. Yeah.
I don't care if I'll ever come back.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I forgot the words.
I always like the movie theater one that let's go down to the lobby. Let's go down to the lobby. Let's go down to the lobby again.
Yeah. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
They used to actually play that Cracker Jack songs at baseball games and stuff. Oh, we got a comment. I didn't notice it. I'm sorry, viewer, and he's gone already. But it's Jeff G.
Cracker Jacks. Hey, he knows if you would just look at the comments.
Yeah, it says 0 viewers though, but maybe he's still there. Who knows?
Yep. See, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like it's overwhelming on the nose. It's completely underwhelming on the palate, and then it leaves you with this burnt Cracker Jack taste, which is shit. I take all these ratings online with a complete grain of salt because usually they're just subjective garbage. Mm-hmm. Like you said, all these 99s you give like a fucking 7 to, and then all the 7s you give like a 92. You know, it is what it is. I don't know what, where, when, and why these New Jersey loving pieces of whatever decided to give this beer such a high score because it's not good.
Yeah,
I've had great beers from Flying Fish, just not this one.
Yeah, even some adjunct lagers. Not saying they're great beers, but rated for what it is. I can't give certain adjunct lagers a 45.
Yeah, but the thing is, like an adjunct lager, how can you get it? How can you give an adjunct lager anything over a 7.5 solid?
Right.
They're not amazing. They're solid beers.
It's not going to be 100, but it definitely
it's not going to be 100. How can anyone ever rate a Pilsner as 100 when it's a fucking Pilsner?
I mean, there's some certain German Pilsners that are good.
Yeah, but I completely agree with you, but they're not going to blow your fucking mind when you sip them. Yeah. You're like, that's an easy drinking, tasty Pilsner. I can have all day.
There's certain beer styles that can blow your mind. Pilsners, any type of lagers. There's a couple maybe lagers that might blow your mind.
I mean, there are some like barrel-aged, like old ales and barley wines and stuff where you take a sip, you're like, what the fuck is happening to my face right now? All these flavors and crazy. That's not the same thing as a Pilsner, buddy.
Right.
You know, if you're rating
North Carolina,
you need to do an overall rating too.
I had the one beer from North Carolina last year, about a year and a half ago, somewhere around there, but it was called Birdsong Brewery or some shit like that. It was their porter. And it was like, I drank that shit. I was like, one of those beers, like, wow. You know, I was like, I mean, It wasn't strong or anything like that, but just the taste.
But the flavors were really kicking your ass.
It was one of those beers like, wow, this is a really good porter. You know, it was like surprised you, like almost give you like a Woody or something. You know,
Right.
And they also had another beer. It was surprised the shit out of me. I didn't like it as much, but it was a jalapeno beer. But it didn't have the heat. It tasted like jalapeno, but no heat whatsoever.
Right here we have a beer. We have a brewing company called Cunningham Brewing Company. I actually have a sticker from them right here. Let me see if we can find it. Cunningham Brewing Company.
Oh.
And yeah, they're a really nice place. I actually visited them recently. They make a jalapeno lager that's really good. It tastes just like you're eating like corn chips with jalapenos, basically. But there's no heat. It's just flavor.
Yeah. That's what the beer was like. I was like, this is so weird. Jalapeno taste to it and no heat whatsoever. It was so weird.
Yep. Sometimes they do it really good. My favorite chili beer I ever had was called Verde Imperial Stout, and they were by Birra di Alba. I think was it Birra di Alba? It was an Italian brewing company. And it was the Verde Imperial Stout. And I'm not saying it right. It wasn't Brewery of the Dawn. It was something else. And I'm trying to think. I can't Brera, like it was on my channel. It's one of the first ones I did that wasn't a Pennsylvania brewing company. But the beer was called Verde Imperial Stout, and it was a chili Imperial Stout. And you could feel it tingling all over your teeth, like all that spice. But it was so good. It was so tasty. One of the other ones that I really loved was from Clown Shoes, and it was a barrel aged version called Luchador and Fuego, and it was awesome.
Do you guys get the Atomic New Belgium Atomics, whatever up there?
Yes, I hate all those beers.
Did you ever try the Atomic Pumpkin? It's a pumpkin with a habanero.
I really hate pumpkin beer, so that's not going to go well.
I hate pumpkin beer too, but that was one of the best ones I had. That one, and I did a couple of Noda Brews.
Yeah, I would really like if New Belgium just closed today. I would be really happy about it. I just wish everyone. I don't care if you work there. I hope you're unemployed tomorrow. I'm sorry, I just don't care. I hate your fucking brewing company.
But that was one of the best pumpkin beers I had. It had that habanero. I didn't think you could mix habanero with pumpkin. It tasted pretty good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I made a pumpkin beer a long time ago. It was actually an Irish ale with chilies I made called Fire Crotch. And I actually put it and I aged it inside a pumpkin for a little bit before I racked it off. And it was pretty interesting.
You don't like pumpkin beers at all, huh?
Nope. The only pumpkin beer that I can say that I did like, I liked Rumkin from Avery, that 19% pumpkin barley wine.
I never had that one.
That was pretty good.
There's a couple good ones.
Pumpkin beer that was 19%. I'm sorry. Well, like Maple Mistress is the closest thing to a pumpkin beer I kind of like. That's Acorn Squash. It's an acorn squash beer with brown sugars and stuff like that. And that's from Saucony Creek in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there's not too many pumpkins I like, but there's a few. That's why I try them, because there's a couple that are turning out great. Wow, this is good.
They're really good with a very firm, hard like base, like an Imperial Stout or a stout, and like Night Owl from Elysian was pretty good. They have the Warlock from Southern Tier. They also have Rumkin. They have Pumpkin.
I had the Southern Tier Pumpkin. I didn't like that one.
There's a barrel aged version of that that's better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So and there's so many brewing companies that do variations of it. I've had pumpkin beers that I'm mad because you didn't even get pumpkin in it. Like you're like, it doesn't taste like pumpkin at all.
Right. We've had a lot of pumpkins, and all you taste is the allspice. You can barely taste the pumpkin, you know.
Yeah, I'm not a fat tire fan at all. Yeah. I loved. It was so funny because the first time after hearing all this hype about fat tire, I finally get to go, what in the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? We live in the world of Yinling. This is better. Yinling is better than this, and we live here. Like, and you guys are, oh yeah. Like, Jesus
Now,
Christ.
the New Belgium, it does it. There's a beer they do for the college. I think either Colorado University or Colorado State, the Rams. I think.
Yeah.
They got a brewery over here in North Carolina. They do one for the Wolfpack, North Carolina State Wolfpack.
Oh, yeah.
Same beer, but they call that one the Wolfpack, that one the Aggies or whatever. But
is that the Wolfpack? Is that the basketball team or is that the what
the
is
North
that?
Carolina State University, not North Carolina Tar Heels, but North Carolina State.
Okay, I watched. I don't know if this is the same thing. Please correct me because I don't know sports. But I watched something about the 1983 Wolfpack basketball thing. That was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, was it the coach that got cancer?
The guy got cancer and stuff. That was a good watch. I tell you, I don't even know sports. I don't even understand sports.
I forget his
but
name,
that was a good watch.
Jimmy Verrazano or something like that.
Yeah. The Italian guy from up north came down and just revitalized everything, and then that was a good watch. I really appreciated that. And they were playing people that had Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan on the other team and stuff like that. Yeah, crazy shit. That was a good time. But like I said, I don't know sports at all, and that was a pretty goddamn entertaining show.
Yeah, he had a famous thing he said. I can't remember it now, but yeah, when he had cancer, or was dying, or whatever, he said something.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was. So.
Never waste an erection.
Don't waste an erection. Probably what it was.
Never waste an erection. I'm at that point in my life now. There's two.
Yeah.
I got two rules right now in my life: never waste an erection and never trust a fart. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's the best I got right now.
Fart last night at work. I was like, was that a fart or was that lumpy? Do I get to go home with that one?
I'm gonna just use the excuse and go home. That's all I'd say. I can't even finish this. This is shit.
I was about to tell my boss, hey, I think I just wet my pants. I need to go home.
This is a horrible beer, and anyone that rated it 99, you know what?
Wow.
Stop rating things.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's a horrible beer. I mean, like, I'm not even going to finish it. I rarely ever not finish beers. I'm not finishing this. It's bad.
I'm trying to see how many people reviewed it. Reviews were nine people. Wait, is that the right one?
Can't be 9.
No, it can't be 9. Oh, okay, there it is. 92, and it ranked, okay. It's ranked 6,029 out of all American porters, but...
Wow, 6,029, yet it got a 90-something? How does that
92.
work?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, wait a second. What? Your fucking rating score is completely to the ass, if that's the case.
Let's see what's number 1.
So there's a million that get a 99, and they're just fucking. You're just a porter. If you're just rating
number 1 is Kentucky Branch Brand Stout, which is a 100.
Are we talking about the Kentucky Brewing Company from Lexington, or what?
That one is Toppling Goliath Brewing Company.
Okay, now Toppling Goliath makes really good stuff, so I can imagine that's pretty good.
Yeah. You can never trust that Beer Advocate score because
like a really great porter was always Smutty Nose. The robust porter was always really good. Founders always had a really solid porter too. For just a regular simple base porter.
Back in the day, we can't find them anymore though down in Florida. So where the hell they come from?
They're from Connecticut.
Yeah.
The Smutty Nose Robust Porter was pretty damn good. Pretty good, solid beer. We were going to do a long time ago. We were going to do a giant get together beer review where we just rated base porters, not adjunct porters, not this porter, just base porters. And we never got a chance to do it. But I'll tell you what, some of them that really would have been heavy hitters were probably like Smutty Nose and Founders were really good porters.
Yeah,
they made a good porter.
There's even some porters. I love some Baltic porters.
Baltic porters, and they're lagers. They're technically lagers, which is funny.
Really?
Yeah, a Baltic porter is a lager. They use a lager yeast to it, and Baltic porters, when done right, are fucking amazing. And if you don't have a Baltic porter, when you sip it, you go, "Wow!" Then you have a bad one. Like, because when they're done right, they're fucking amazing.
I didn't know they're with a lager yeast or anything.
Yep, they use lager yeast for those. I'm gonna go get a different beer because this is shit.
All right, chug it down.
I mean, it's not gonna take me long to get it. I'm just saying.
We should have made you chug that one.
No way. I'm too old for that.
2 viewers, yeah, that's what. I had a bunch of viewers on me like a couple weeks back. They're like, "Chug." Somebody said, "Chug that beer." I was like, "Fuck that." What do you think?
I'd chug it if I liked it.
I usually chug it if it's about yay high. Can't chug a whole beer.
I can chug a whole beer without a problem. I just won't chug that one.
Yeah, there's certain beers I can chug, but
the chug challenge I did last time was fuck, you can't even find them anymore. The Bombers, the 22 ounce. It was a 22 ounce chug challenge. I got it down in maybe 10 to 15 seconds.
Wow,
it was pretty good. I was impressed with myself.
Now, if you remember the days, I don't know if you ever did the malt liquor challenges back in the day.
No, I won't do that.
Me and Jammer one time, the malt liquor challenge was, we did in Florida, you could only get a 32 ounce. You couldn't get a 40 ounce. So 32 ounce was 4 minutes or 5 minutes, and the 40 ounce was 6 minutes or something like that. Our first one we did Coke 45. We put paper bags on our heads instead of anything else, And I'm chugging this Coke 45, trying to. Jammer got down within 2 minutes or something, Here I am, I'm trying to chug the shit. I got the gag reflex. I had this little hole on my little brown paper bag mask. I was like, and you can see the foam just spit out and it almost hit him. He's like, "What the hell?" Of course, that was on our old channel. So
they did a thing a long time ago. The Albino Rhino Beer Review did it, where it was 4. I think it was 4 Murphys. I don't think it was Guinness. It might have been Guinness. You had to do 4. You had to put them together in a big pitcher and drink all 4 Guinnesses.
Wow.
And they did it, and then most of them were thrown up afterwards and stuff like that, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's always funny to throw up.
Nothing like throwing up in the same pitcher you were drinking out of.
When I do beer review with Jammer, he's like, "Oh, no." I'm done. Oh, come on, one more. I usually do 4 or 5 beer reviews by myself. When I'm with him, it was usually 8 or 9.
Yeah.
One more. There's one beer I was drinking a couple of weeks ago with him, and it was our 7th or 8th beer. I'm like, that shit hit me a certain way, and and a little bit came out my mouth, dripping out my mouth. And I swallowed.
It happens, man. It's life. You're a human. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
If only I was a strong Viking.
I know, but even they puked all the time. Yeah. But nobody
wants to have a little Viking in me. I am Irish, and they used to rape and pillage our land, right?
Right. That's true. Yeah. I think I'm going to get going. I'm going to have to get dinner started for the kids, and then going to pick the kids up in about 2 or 3 hours. So,
all right.
But thanks for letting me join again.
We'll see you on the next one. We got one more comment. Oh, it's Jeff G again. Albino Rhino.
Yeah, the old Albino Rhino beer gauntlet. That espresso porter. Caramel, whatever the fuck, espresso porter. I'm gonna give it 4. I usually don't rate things that low, but I can't do it. I was shit. It was shit. I could chug it down if I needed to, but it's garbage.
I would give the Modelo a good C+, almost roll it into a B-, but I'll stick with a C+ and a swallow.
Yeah, and remember, unless you're reviewing it warm to really bring out the faults, you're just drinking it. And that's okay. That's okay.
That is okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the next one. I might come back on Jeff G if you want to join in with a drinking and thinking type video or something. I want to go my last 10 videos of the week, my favorite videos.
Ooh, well, enjoy.
Yeah. I'm going to start
Check
charging.
out Painting with PA Outdoors Couple on YouTube.
There you go.
And check out Painting with PA Bruners on YouTube.
And check out Callahan Auto Parts.
It's metal parts.
Yeah. If they're real, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. I think there is a Callahan Auto that's real.
It might be. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next one. PA Brew News. Thanks for joining. Hopefully you can join us. We might do another one in 2 weeks, maybe.
All right. Cheers.
All right. See ya.
Bye-bye. Watch that finger.
Watch that finger.